a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Hello and welcome back to I Wani Hug That Gator. We're working on ending 2, so we're not going to go exactly in order. I'm going to go from whichever one is the easiest to grab. Set score for ending. Oh. Let's see. No. We're going to go for 2 because that will be easy. Let's see. So these aren't named. So let's see. Okay, so it's not that one. So give me a second, guys. So really quick, I'm going through this. I would really love if we had some kind of names here. That would help a ton. So what you guys are seeing me do is basically a little bit of what I'm doing in the background here is trying to get to this. So you guys are going to see a little bit of what you've already seen. Alright, so be right back. So I finally kind of got to it. We should say our goodbyes. Let's start with this. So this should give us part 2. Ending 2. Olivia needs us now more than ever. I think Ben has the right idea. It's what Latican would want. These are scary times, so it makes sense to be afraid to be hurt. Don't worry, Olivia. I place my hand on Olivia's reassuringly. I'm here with you. Let's see if any of this is the same. No. We all are. Ben is extending an olive branch here, all right? You just need to accept it. Ben gives a tense, shaky, but approving nod. I'm glad you guys are seeing this situation for what it is, and just how important it is that we make this eulogy something beautiful. Olivia glances around hazily, her voice broken. I don't want him to be gone, Inko. There's too much that I didn't. I know, but we need to face reality, and we can do it together. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to face anything at all. It's okay, Olivia. I know I was close to Latican too, but you clearly meant so much more to him and him to you. He was the only teacher that seemed to really care, right? She nods. So you're most hurt, the most afraid. Afraid? We're here to support you. You just need to help us help you. If you're not ready to face reality, we can help you to think straight. To face it together. Can you do that? Her eyes rove over both Ben and I, and then back at our interlocked fingers. I took hold of her other hand. She blushes and looks at me dead in the eyes. Can you help us? Okay. I'll think about it. I'm still afraid, but if you're here, I'm here. Ben clears his throat. That was very inspiring of you, Inko. His hands aren't tensed up. He has calmed down a bit. He opens his mouth to continue, but I hold a hand up to stop him. Olivia had enough for one day. Ben, could we get some time alone together? Sure, of course. I'll give you a bit of time to process all this. Ben walks up to me and pats me on the shoulder, with a final solemn look at Olivia and nods towards me. He walks out of the classroom and leaves Olivia and I alone. As the door clicks closed behind me, I hear Olivia take a sharp and shuddery breath before turning back to me. Her eyes are glossy and puffy on the edges. Trails of tears stain down her cheeks, and her expression is of someone who doesn't want to believe that it's true, but knows deep down that it is. As I look at her, I feel my emotions come back twice as hard. No. I need to be strong for her sake, damn it. Olivia, I try to find the proper words to say something to her. Anything that could give her a sense of comfort to ease her pain. But I feel my throat begin to tighten like someone's hand is around my neck. I don't even notice that I'm crying until my vision becomes blurred with tears. Without thinking, I wrap my arms around the baryonyx and pull her into a hug. Olivia seems shocked at first, but frozen by my sudden reaction. But I then feel a pair of warm arms wrap around me and hands clutching my jacket. Olivia begins to softly sob into my shoulder. I feel my own resolve break down as I hear the increasing pain in her cries. When we're like this, I can't even pretend to be stronger anymore. Maybe I could bear the pain of Latican, but seeing Olivia like this, I hold on tighter. I don't want to let go of her. Suddenly, she mumbles something onto my shoulder. What was that? We pull apart and I look over Olivia. Her sunken face is covered in splotches and trails of wet, dry tears. She's hyperventilating and looks like an absolute mess right now. Despite this, her eyes are fierce and lively as they meet mine. I need to do something. Right now? She doesn't respond, hurriedly rolling down the hallway towards the elevator. Okay, so we've seen all this. We're gonna skip things we've already done. I know. I'm terrible. But it makes it easier. So a huge thank you to Kenshi, who sent me all of this. So what I'm gonna also do. Staring at her soft-looking lips, I shake my head and kneel down, pressing the softest of pecks on her brow. As I turn away from her, something catches my wrist. It's Olivia's hand. With blurry eyes full of sleep, she looks at me, silently asking me to stay. We've done that, yeah. Now, Mr. Nito, can you give me your side of the incident? I'm moved to speak, but an overwhelming feeling of exhaustion falls over me as I recount the events of the last few days. While Mia was completely out of line the whole way through, it's true that we provoked her into doing what she did. If we had just come to Scalar about this earlier, none of this would have happened. So, doesn't that put some of the blame on us? I look over at Mia, who's currently staring at me with an intimidating glare. I quickly shift my gaze to Ben, who seems to be offering me a supportive smile. Fine, I don't want to make this any bigger than it already is. I only blinded Mia with the camera flash because I thought she was hurting Olivia. We were scared, so we ran away, and there wasn't any time to explain the situation. It was just a big misunderstanding, Miss Scalar, that's all. Right. As Scalar considers my explanation, Ben shifts towards me and pats me on the back. His gestures of support is contrasted by the evil grin painted on the face of the crimson devil towering behind him. We all stand in silence as we wait for the verdict. The principal stands directly in front of us now with an unreadable expression. In addition to the report itself, our Latican left behind his account of what happened. Okay, I think we've done this. Okay, no, this is different. In it, he described Mia's actions as openly hostile and intentional. Could you blame her? She couldn't see anything, and she was in a lot of pain. In either case, it seems both parties are in agreement as to what happened. Latican didn't mention a motive in his report for some reason, but I suppose that clears it up. Besides, making a big deal out of this during the audit isn't such a good idea. Principal Scalar looks ready to object to the line of thinking, but ultimately says nothing. Now, I would like to give the benefit of the doubt, especially at a time like this, but given the extent of the destruction, I don't feel I can do that. It would bring me no greater relief than to have you off my mind for a few days, Miss Moretti. But given that both of your classmates' statements, you may not be fully to blame. I think a week of Saturday detentions to assist with cleaning up the hallway is in order. Huh? Miss Scalar, if I may? The principal sighs and nods. I spoke with the janitors about it. They all agreed that it could be done in a single day if they have enough hands. And they all have plans for December, so it wouldn't be fair to bring them in to cancel their leave. Miss Scalar growls and rubs her temples. Right. In that case, Mia, Inko, you'll both get one Saturday detention to help repair the hallway. You are expected to arrive at 10 a.m. sharp and work on cleaning up the mess you made. Now, if the three of you don't mind, please leave me be. I have more important things to focus on. She doesn't even look up at any of us, and I turn towards Ben, who looks absolutely relieved. Fuck Ben. And Mia, who looks positively overjoyed. She skips out of the office without another word, leaving both Ben and I to stare blankly at each other for a few seconds. Eventually, we shuffle off out of the room together. Well, I guess that's it. Damn it, I never got in detention before, but I find it hard to care much anyway. I just want to go home or go see Olivia again. Inko, are you okay? My head turns half-heartedly toward Ben. No, not really. Look, man, I'm really sorry for what happened back there. But thanks for helping me out. I didn't want to make a big deal out of this since Mia and Olivia are both struggling. Speaking of Olivia, is she doing alright? She's at home right now. Well, you ought to comfort her. She's going through a lot right now. God, Ben, you are such a dick. You think I don't know that? I know you are, too. You could use each other, especially after what happened. I'm already going to see her after school. That's good. I have to go, but thanks again, Inko. You really did me a solid there. Besides, detention isn't all that bad, and it's not going to appear on your record. I can make sure of that. Thanks, Ben. Don't mention it. I fucking hate Ben. With a smile, the student council president nods at me and turns to leave. Before long, it's just me standing in an empty hallway outside of the office. It's only lunch and I already want to go home and fall asleep. At least Damien and Liz are probably waiting for me. So this is all new. After school, I took the metro back home to shower and put on some new clothes. As it turns out, my parents really were on a business trip. Well, I'm back at the Payne's house regardless. Randy opens the front door to let me in. Oh, there you are, there you are. Damien mentioned you be coming over later. Oh, hey, Randy. Say, Inko, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind shoveling the snow off the driveway if you can. Okay, so that's all the same. Okay, so this is different. Oh, hey, we got a glitch. And see blackness. Olivia? The room is extremely dark, and the only source of light is coming in from the entryway. I love that it didn't load properly. I have to take my sunglasses off in an attempt to see through the darkness better. Olivia, the heck happened here? Why is it so dark? I make out Olivia's shape on the bed. It's a long story. Come sit on the bed. Don't you have a lamp? Can't you turn it on? I don't want to ruin it. Is darkness really that necessary for whatever this is? Yes. Alright, geez. I take a few careful steps forward and stub my toe on the edge of the bed. I fall forward onto it, crunching into something. Shit, Inko. Alright, so I'm going to try to fix this. Give me a second, folks. So theoretically, if I just go like that, there we go. Shit, Inko. Are you alright? Yeah. I have a better view now. So do I. Olivia sits in the middle of her bed, wrapped in a blanket. Surrounding her are piles of stacks of her old drawings and sketchbooks through the years. They're arranged in rings around her. And I've fallen onto the outer ring. Whoops. Oh crap, sorry. Get up, get up. I carefully lift myself back up. There is not much damage. Olivia shoos me off that part of the bed. What is all this? Actually, how is it so dark to begin with? Don't you have a Huh. I can explain. Please do. Olivia inhales deeply. After you left, I had some time to really think. It was just me and my thoughts alone. Maybe a little too alone. Something within me just needed to come out. I just felt this need to... Well, I was inspired to do this. Some acts of defiance against the world or something. I'm still figuring it all out. I feel kind of bad now just leaving you alone here. Sorry. I could have called out sick or something. There's no need to feel bad, though. I really needed this. Because after I got everything set up, I got to thinking. And I had all day to do it. Latican put in a lot of effort for me. He wouldn't be proud of me throwing a pity party for myself. So all this, I'm getting it out of my system. They're called performance pieces when someone does this sort of thing. It's all I can do, but I think it's enough. A performance piece? Olivia, this is amazing. You're able to keep striving onward with your work. Thanks. I mean it. You're not missing a beat, not letting what happened to you get you down. And here I've been all day, all gloomy. I admit it. I admire it. I guess you're right. There's one way of looking at it. Do you want to come out into the living room? No, I think I want to stay here for a while longer. It still hurts. All right. I squeeze her hand and head back to her door. I'll be out here for a while then. She nods and shuts the lamp off again. I shut the door and sit back on the couch. A performance piece. I never would have thought of that. Man, that really is something. Inky! Hey, Vinny. I wave at Vinny and Damien, the two brothers entering the living room behind me. I guess their room is back there. Man, do I have a great timing or what? I take a moment to consider what he means when Vinny plants himself right in front of the television and begins pulling something from the cabinet underneath. Oh! You mean it's game time then? Yeah, man, it's game time. Damien takes the spot right next to his brother and helps him set up the large squat block of a console. Man, that thing looks pretty old. And huge. Okay, we're all set. A controller is tossed into my lap, and I just marvel at how large it is. Thanks, Damien. But I'm not much of a gamer. In fact, I've never actually played games more than some Flash games online. Nah, man, it's cool. We could play something simple till you get used to it, or... I don't want to be a bother, Damien. I'll just be fine watching for now. That's weird, Inky. You're weird. Bro, chill. Give Inky some time. He'll be playing once he sees how awesome it is. The young boy nods and focuses back on the screen. The screen flashes to the menu of some kind of game. Reclining deep into the couch, I allow my mind to drift. I don't know how long my brain was off, only that it came back when I heard the telltale noise of the door hinge opening. Looking in the direction of the noise, I see Olivia on her knees, casually shuffling along the floor to the couch. Hey, Olivia. The game pauses when I say that, and the two brothers also wave at her. Hey guys, dinner ready yet? Almost, little A. How'd I do? Almost, little Ace. Randy shouts out from the kitchen. When did he get there? Man, I must have spaced out for a while. A quick check of my phone says I've been in deep thought for at least an hour. Phew, okay, the fish is ready, you guys. Fish? But I didn't hear any cooking. And I didn't smell anything. You kids coming? Just a sec. Olivia and Vinny follow after Randy's voice without a word, while Damien quickly pauses his game and sets the controllers aside before motioning me to join them. I push myself up and trudge towards the kitchen. Inside, the Payne family is hurrying to sit at the dining room table. Even Olivia is struggling to help herself up onto a chair, but a hand from Damien pulls her up. On the dining room table sits a silver tray covered in raw fish, wasabi, bottles of soy sauce, and slices of ginger. Ever had sashimi, Inko? I'm actually very familiar with it. I'm surprised at my sudden turn of luck. Many times, actually. My family orders stuff like this on the weekends a lot. Hey, that's great to hear. Well, don't just stand there. Feel free to join us. I eagerly take a seat, starting to feel slightly rejuvenated. Everybody begins to pass out plates to one another, and we all pluck pieces of salmon from this tray and place them on our plates. I can't read today. 5 minutes in, and everybody is enjoying the fish. I can't help but notice nobody else is eating properly, though. They soak their fish in soy sauce, and the ginger seems to be eaten at random rather than used as a palate cleanser. To just wantonly eat this delicious meal like that? I raise my voice to give attention to everybody at the table. You know you're supposed to be using the wasabi and soy sauce on the same piece of fish, right? On opposite sides like this? I offer a demonstration. No kidding, good to know. And the ginger slices are supposed to be eaten between pieces as a way to cleanse your palate and aid digestion. Come on, who has the time? Plus, I like the taste. If you're going to eat traditional food, you should eat it the right way. Damien smirks at me, and I can tell neither he nor Vinny has bothered to listen to what I have to say. At least Randy and Sophia have at least tried out the technique, albeit sloppily. And Olivia is looking at me with a bit of a pout on her face. What's wrong? We're not at a restaurant, Inko. Let them eat however they want. But the correct way ensures a balanced flavor. Maybe, but there's no accounting for taste, you know. Technique is the most important part of food like this. In some cases, it's even deadly if you don't follow careful instructions. Ever had fugu sashimi? It's made of pufferfish, and if you don't prepare it right, it can be deadly. Good thing we're not eating pufferfish then. Well, yeah, but it's the idea behind it. You're welcome to eat however you want. Let us just enjoy the food, alright? Fine. Olivia gives me the earnest smile before returning to her fish. It's a little disappointing to hear, especially since they don't get to eat this kind of food very often. It's kind of a waste that they don't eat it right. You're a dick. After dinner, Olivia and the Payne brothers and I are all back in the living room. On the TV are two large robot-looking figures firing at one another with automatic weapons. No one bothered to keep track of time, so we were all too enraptured by the pixelated entertainment before us, which is how I missed my last chance home. Miss Payne didn't look too upset, though. In fact, I think they expected me to spend the night again, especially with how Randy has been so quick to pull out some blankets and pillows for me. Both of the parents insisted I stay, and it's not like I could realistically walk home. So once again, I'm staying over and currently sat at the foot of the couch with Olivia, and we're both bundled up, saved off the chilly winter night. The soft growling purr that Olivia makes when she's content has become almost therapeutic to me. So how you feeling? I really enjoy spending time with everybody like this. Thank you for being here, Inko. I feel a lot better knowing you're with me. Same here. Her palm wraps around my left hand, and I give her a reassuring smile. In all honesty, I should probably go to bed now. Don't want to be tired and sad, you know. Yeah, I get it. Well, you could always join me in my room. I couldn't! Randy would kill me! Yeah, you're right. You wanna help me up? Yeah, sure. With some careful movements and supporting her tail, I help Olivia shuffle off toward her room. I narrowly avoid stubbing my toe again as I set her down on the bed, and she is quick to wrap herself up in blankets. See you in the morning, Inko. You too. I quickly make my exit and close the door behind me, eager to hide the growing blush on my face. At this rate, I don't think I'll ever get used to this whole romance thing. Either way, I head back to the living room and fall on the couch, getting ready to pass out. All in all, today was pretty good. Morning in the Payne residence were lively, to say the least. Or maybe it's because it's Saturday. Let's see, yep. We can skip this. As always, it's top off the line content. It's simply great how much can be done with social media networks, really giving a voice to the people. I consider sharing it with others, but I don't want to ruin their fun. Afterwards, I rejoined Damien and Vinny in the living room, both of whom are absolutely enthralled by a hockey game playing on TV. So again, I'm skipping stuff we've already done. With descriptions like that, I am absolutely sure that I'd rather sit out any game involving Vinny. I hear nearby door creak open. Out crawling the tired Gator, rubbing her sleepy eyes. She helps herself up onto the couch. Morning, sleepyhead. Welcome back to the land of living. Morning, Olivia. Olivia's eyes still closed. She mumbles what sounds like a good morning. Sleep well? Kinda. Couldn't fall asleep until 2 in the morning. Damien and Viddy start shouting in victory as the home team gets the final score. What a slap shot! Okay, we can skip. Actually, I turn to Olivia and give her my undivided attention. Yes? Well, I was thinking. You, and me and all. My head tilts in confusion. Yes? A frustrated growl emanates from her clenched maw. You, me, somewhere. You, me, somewhere together. What? As her annoyance grows visible on her face, I couldn't help but shy away. I fear she's going to snap. Ah! I fear she's going to snap. My back hits the rug on the floor roughly as Olivia hovers over me on her hands and knees. Olivia? Me, you, me, together, go somewhere. Wait, does she mean like a date? Yes! Oh. I'd never been on a date, and I only know what I've seen in movies and shows and stuff. Well, we're a couple now, and so it would be a regular thing, right? Sure, yeah, a date sounds good. Her tail waves happily behind her, and her annoyed face finally melts away into a smug satisfaction. So, where do you want to go then? Oh, I've got some ideas. Okay. And you'll definitely love them. Of course. And I promise I won't be anything crazy expensive. I don't mind, Olivia. Great. Perfect. She lowers her head onto me, wrapping her arms around me in a powerful hug that threatens my lungs and spine. I do my best to return the hug, but at the best it comes as... Whew! Try again. I do my best to return the hug, but at best it comes as me kind of petting her back with both hands. It seems to be enough though, as I feel the rumbling purr she emits. Shut up, we're having a moment, Damien. Yeah, a moment in the living room. Shouldn't you have it on your actual date? No, I'm making up for lost time. What? Nothing, you shut up too. Okay. I'm too busy enjoying the feeling of her purring on top of me anyway. The rest of the day was spent in the living room, crowded around the old TV. At first, Olivia kept playing a few games, but after a while, she wrapped it over to a comedy channel on cable. It was pretty fun to relax for a while, take our minds off of things, and chuckle every now and again at some bozo getting pranked in public. When the sun begins to set, though, I decided I should head home. I needed a shower and a change of clothes, and both Damien's parents were still out. I felt bad when I left Damien's place at night. Or rather, I felt bad looking at Olivia as I walked away from his house. It only grows worse as I went from the metro to my quiet neighborhood and ultimately our empty home. Seeing the small pile of letters at the front door made me realize what that feeling was: loneliness. Maybe I should have waited to ask the Paynes if I could spend the entire weekend. If I did that, I'd be overstaying my welcome. I don't want to abuse their hospitality after all. Bing! Withdrawing my phone from my pocket, I see that Olivia has sent me a new doodle. It was nice having you over. Despite the coldness in the house, Olivia's message brings some warmth to my heart. Had fun. Hopefully you can come over again soon. Still figuring out where we can go for our date. Take your time. We have at least a week. Kicking my door closed, I head for my computer so I can continue talking to her online. Occasionally, I search online for any forum or blog updates while she's gushing over her favorite anime. I lose track of how much time we spent instant messaging and sharing videos, but by the time I check my computer's clock, I realize it's past midnight. Shoot, I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow. Totally worth it! Alright, so next time we will continue on for our date. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, we will be doing ending 1 after we finish ending 2. Why am I doing it backwards? Because apparently I was very close to ending 2. So I'd rather get that out of the way. So huge thank you. Anything I would like to change about this game would be It'd be nice if the chapters have some kind of name on them so you know where to go. You guys are awesome as always. Please check out my other channel, Sinfully Pure, and my Patreon subscribe star. It does help a ton. Don't forget to hit that button, bell, and comment. You don't have to. You guys can do whatever you want. Have a great day, guys. Bye.